So Dirk Nowitzki, part of the 30,000 club. Now we'll also want to talk about the intense race for NBA MVP, as well as the Spurs maybe getting that top seed in the Western Conference. So let's talk about all those intense topics with our guest tonight. Joining us live on the line, Clevis Murray, correspondent from the Boston Globe, joining us all the way from Boston. Good morning, Clevis.
Morning, Mico. Morning, Mico.
All right, Clevis, let's start with Dirk. Special night for Dirk Nowitzki, which means a special night for all NBA fans. Your thoughts on Dirk reaching 30,000 career points?
I thought it was a great achievement for him because he came into the league. There weren't many expectations for him to achieve such a feat, and to do it at his aging, at the age of 39, I think it's just a great testament to him, and to do it with one team, joining the likes of Kobe Bryant and other guys to do alongside.
Special night for Dirk. Let's move on from Dirk. We go to the race for NBA MVP. Now, all of a sudden, Kawhi Leonard is now in the discussion for NBA MVP. Do you agree with the groundswell pushing for Kawhi as a very strong MVP contender?
I think he is a legitimate MVP contender. I think what just hurts him the most this season is the anomaly seasons of Russell Westbrook and James Harden. If they weren't having seasons that we'll probably never see again, he's probably the likely contender to be MVP. And I think the only reason that people are actually saying Kawhi Leonard could be MVP is because of what happened Monday night against James Harden. He had the game-winning shot and the chase-down block on him. And all of a sudden, people are like, should he be MVP? I think he's in discussion, but in reality, he probably won't win it.
So, the race now boils down to possibly James Harden and Russell Westbrook. For you, Clevis, who has the edge between those two gentlemen?
You know what? It's tough. It's very close. But I think with the wins of the Houston Rockets, I have to go with James Harden.
James Harden over Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, it's hard to say no to someone that's averaging 30, 10, and 10. But I just think that with the Thunder being number 17 in the West and the Rockets being, I believe, the number 3 seed, it's just hard to say no. Harden's basically averaging triple-double, 30 points, 11 assists, 8 boards. He's doing the same thing on a winning team. He's making his players around him better, such as like Clint Capella, Lou Williams, Eric Gordon, Patrick Beverley, and so on. So I think he's doing more with less, just like Westbrook, except he has more wins to his cachet and resume.
Well, that's a fair point. Let's bring this discussion back to Kawhi Leonard and the Spurs. With the injury to Kevin Durant and San Antonio really getting hot at this time of the year, do you think the Spurs have a legitimate chance of almost stealing the top seed in the Western Conference?
You know what? I don't think so. I think the way the playoff seedings are now is the way they'll be come April. I think you might see a little bit of changes through like the bottom seeds. I believe the Spurs are 2.5 games back, the number 1 seed, the Warriors. So I don't think they have a legitimate shot, but there is a chance of Kevin Durant being out for likely the remainder of the regular season. Right now, the Spurs are on an 8-game winning streak, so they have momentum going into it, but I just don't see a real shot of that happening.
Is there any incentive for the San Antonio Spurs to actually go for that top seed in the West?
I think the only incentive would be just home court, because if you become the number 1 seed, then you have the best record in the NBA, which means you have home court throughout the playoffs against the Warriors and maybe Cleveland if you make it to the NBA Finals. So I think that's the only incentive. But we're seeing last year with teams going through phases of like they want to push number 1. It doesn't really work out in that favor. Usually teams get upset before the final round.
Boston Globe correspondent Clevis Murray. Clevis, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much, Mico.
Lasal and NU.